Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back to the video today, and today we're going to be recapping the Houston Rockets Sunday open practice. This was a very, very fun thing to go to. Me personally, I did not go. I'm dealing with a little bit of a cold right now, but I'll be honest, I still would have not gone even if I'm not, sick. I'm not very sick, but a little sick, and even if I was not sick, I would have not gone. I'm not 100% sure. I tried to figure out what time this thing was today, but I didn't want to miss the Texans game. Big Texans big Texas fan as well, along as a Rockets fan. Also, the Astros were playing at 7. Football throughout the day, big football fan, and I'm going to the Rockets game on Tuesday. I'm going to the preseason opener, so I did watch some videos. It looked very cool to be there. Fans got to interact with the players, and I guess some of the legends that were there. You had a sit-down talk between Rockets play-by-play announcer Craig Ackerman, who actually I interviewed on my channel in November. Yeah, I have an interview on my channel with Craig Ackerman, who was sitting down talking to Hakeem Olajuwon, Clyde Drexler, and Coach Ime Udoka. Yeah, I interviewed Craig Ackerman in November. It was a good talk. It's on my channel. It's under a playlist on my channel, interviews. And you just, and it's one of the videos it's one of the first videos on the interview section. But yeah, Craig's a great guy, and he talked and chatted with Coach Udoka and the Dream and Clyde. It was great to see Clyde at this event because I know I love Clyde Drexler, but since the Rockets, were tanking and trying to lose and rebuilding, he kind of, stepped away with being associated with the Houston Rockets. I mean, obviously, he still had respect for the Rockets, but he used to be a part of, the Houston Rockets. He used to be a part of the Houston Rockets broadcast team. He used to just, not only was he a part of the Rockets broadcast team, but he was big on going to Rockets games. But you never really saw him have anything to do with the Rockets after, when the Rockets were going through that period of rebuilding and losing. But now it's getting to the point where this Houston team is not rebuilding anymore, and they're not tanking, and they're not trying to lose anymore. It's great to know that Clyde Drexler's happy to be back around for the Houston Rockets. Obviously, the Dream, it's not like he's left. He's still stayed around for the Rockets. I'm not mad at Drexler. I mean, it's a very hard thing to watch when when Drexler, was a part of the broadcast team and loves the Rockets, and he sees them start to lose. He's not used to that. I don't blame Clyde Drexler at all for not wanting to go to Rockets games or basically be anything a part of the Rockets during those rebuild years. But it's good to have him back around and have him showing up to things for the Houston Rockets. And yeah, so it was a good talk from those guys. I mean, this team looked like they were having a lot of fun. I mean, Coach Udoka was just showing all the fans what these guys do, what the drills they do, just kind of showing them and giving them examples of what they do in practice, what a practice is like, shooting drills, other drills. And I really liked watching that and seeing Udoka explain to the fans what was going on and what they do during practice. I thought that was really cool. I got to see some fan and player exchanges. I just saw a little kid was talking with Tari Eason. Came up to him, was talking with him for a while, and this kid just couldn't believe that he was talking to Tari Eason. It was the coolest thing I've seen throughout. Probably the coolest thing I've seen throughout the day with this Rockets open practice. It was a really cool moment. There's some other moments of Rockets players interacting with the fans, and the fans were allowed to interact and take pictures, get stuff autographed with the players, and not only the players but legends like Hakeem Olajuwon and Clyde Drexler. And the team didn't do a scrimmage. They didn't do a scrimmage which some teams that do these open practices do scrimmages. As far as I know, they didn't do a scrimmage, but I mean, it was still very fun very fun thing to go to. They were dancing. Dylan Brooks was showing off his dancing moves. Everybody else was showing off their dancing moves. You got to see them shoot around and do drills. You got to interact with them, and I thought this was a very cool thing that the Rockets did, and this is something they did last year as well. And I really wish this is something the Rockets could do again next year as well. And you know what? It was so cool watching it. It was so cool watching it today, watching some of the highlights of it. If the Rockets do this again next year, I will attend the Rockets open practice next year if it happens in 2024. But yeah, Yuzmer, your thoughts. That's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out. Go Rockets.